Welcome back to the series looking at the kings and queens of England. In the last video, we looked at how Edmund Ironside fought non-stop to keep his birthright as the Anglo-Saxon king of England, but due to betrayal and probably pure exhaustion, lost out to the next Viking king, Cnut. Cnut, through his reign as King of England, Denmark and Norway, became known as Cnut the Great, but he didn't start that way. When his father Sweyn died after just 5 weeks on the English throne, Cnut was just a young man who had yet to prove himself in battle. So while a handful of pro-Danes in England accepted him as their new king, that was not enough, and he was chased out of England by Athelred the Unready, who had seen the opportunity to return from exile. But that didn't stop Cnut. Emboldened by the family drama between Athelred and his son Edmund in 1015, he returned with a massive fleet, raiding villages and mutilating hostages as he went to send a clear message that he was serious about reclaiming his father's throne. After a series of exhaustive battles, Cnut won against Edmund, who had become king on the death of Athelred. Cnut took most of England for his own, and when Edmund died not long after, Cnut took over the whole of England, leading to another Viking king on the English throne. However, even though he was a Viking in his lineage, he in fact acted more English. He legitimised his claim to the throne by marrying Athelred's widow, Emma of Normandy, and sent his army back to Denmark. He ruled keeping to English laws and protected the church as a Christian king. Cnut's reign ended up being the most peaceful and prosperous the country had seen in several decades. So when we think of Cnut, many people think of the famous story of him trying to command the ocean tide to turn back. This made him out to be an arrogant and delusional king, but the original story actually shows him as the opposite. It is said that Cnut set his throne on the beach to actually prove a point to his fawning courtiers, showing them that the power of kings is nothing compared to the power of God. It was an act of humility, not arrogance. By the time he died, Cnut ruled a massive North Sea empire spanning England, Denmark and Norway. He was a Viking invader who became one of England's most successful monarchs. What do you think of Cnut? Was he a ruthless conqueror or a brilliant statesman? Let me know in the comments, and follow along as we head toward the final chapters of the Anglo-Saxon era.